Good day, Indiana. Welcome back to another week of IUP-TV News, broadcast from Davis Hall. My name is Sean Meller.
And my name is Tyler Como. Today we bring you stories that are relevant to IUP in the Indiana community. We'll begin with local news. IUP officially dedicated a 7,150 square foot outdoor classroom on October 18th in honor of an IUP graduate, whose commitment will benefit the area for decades. Larry F. Sabatka graduated in 1963. He traveled from Florida and was present for the unveiling of a sign with his name dedicating for the Science Discovery and Outdoor Learning Center. The area is home to 4 areas for the outdoor environment instruction and exploration in College of Education and Communications.
2 Indiana County public school districts, a White Township parochial school, and the Aaron Intermediate Unit 28 received Safe Schools targeted grants from the Pennsylvania Department of Education. The grants are aimed to prevent and reduce violent incidents, to purchase safety and security-related equipment, and to provide for the training and compensation of school, resource, and police officers. The state agency said $4 million would go to public school districts, $3.2 million to non-public schools.
The opioid trial in Ohio continues with 4 companies reaching a settlement with Ohio counties. 3 of the biggest companies have decided to give $260 million to the counties affected by the opioid crisis. $20 million will go to helping people suffering from addiction in Ohio.
NASA astronauts Jessica Meir and Christina Koch completed the first all-female spacewalk on Friday. The walk was conducted at the International Space Station. Their spacewalks lasted for 7 hours and 17 minutes.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau won a second term in Canada's national elections. Trudeau's Liberal Party took the most seats in Parliament but lost its majority. Despite winning the election, Trudeau's party won fewer votes nationally due to some existing issues such as the plan for establishing a pipeline around the Alberta area in order to increase oil price.
Protests in Chile continue after an increase in transportation costs. The protesters have been growing more upset over the cost of living in the capital city of Santiago. Officials of Chile have reported approximately 8 deaths after protesters burned down a high-rise. More than 2,300 people have been detained. President Sebastian Pinera suspended the increased cost in transportation after the protests.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson faced another challenge with the long anticipation of a Brexit resolution. The House of Commons planned to delay following the decision to delay from the Prime Minister as well as the lawmakers. Johnson insists that the United Kingdom will leave by October 31st as planned.
New study shows that keeping your blood sugar levels under control can lower your chance to get Alzheimer's disease. Brain scientists have found out that a specific protein called APOE2 is created in people who have low blood sugar. This protein prevents the brain from forming sticky plaque that causes Alzheimer's and dementia. Scientists have stated that this is another reason to keep blood sugar levels low.
The Communications, Media, and Instructional Technology PhD program gave my life direction.
This program was perfect for me with a combination of research and media production. Hands-on courses gave me skills that I now pass on to my students. I use all 3 areas of the program, production, theory, and research, every day in my job as a college professor.
Learn how the CMIT PhD program can change your life. Visit iup.edu/CMIT.
This is IUP-TV News.
With changes to the dining hours, many students have limited options for food. The good news is Folgers is back. It also provides students some options they might like. Our reporter Aiden Shaw has a look at the story.
When you live on campus, you eat on campus. For a late night meal, Folgers is your go-to spot, but only to late night patrons.
In my honest opinion, I believe that it should be meal swipes and they should actually serve how Northern is serving food. Right now, they're selling small things, which I don't really like. I feel like they should do it like how they should do it because it's easier to access and I don't have to spend real cash. I'd rather spend meal swipes because that's what they're made for.
Although students can get food here, they cannot use meal swipes for the food, but must use Flex or real money.
I like the food on campus. I miss Folgers a little bit. I haven't gone though since it's been late night, just because, like late night, I can't really do it, but I like it.
This is the second change to Folger this year, leaving North Dining Hall to be the primary source of food.
Again, it's more the hours that affect me going to Folgers. But yeah, I kind of wish it was meal swipes too. That would definitely give me a little more incentive to go,
Many students do not have many options when it comes to late night dining. leaving only Crimson Dining Hall and now Folger Dining Hall to students.
For late night dining, I think that Crimson should stay open, especially on the weekends, because that's where I usually go for pizza and burgers. Like for Burger Studio, that should be open. As for Folgers, I think they should be open later on, probably to like 8 or 9, depending on if other students would like that option. Because I know 7 is usually when people want to get off and go do their homework and stuff like that.
During the day, most students flock to North Dining Hall for lunch. This is Aiden Shaw, signing off.
As season changes color, people come and celebrate in different ways. A program called Fall Fest is one way to bring students together to celebrate the changing of the season. Here is our reporter with a closer look.
Hi, I'm Eric Ganley with IUP-TV News covering Fall Fest at the Hubbo Hire Room. With the semester entering its 9th week, students got ready for fall festivities, including Fall Fest, which is a celebration that SADC at IUP has held 4 times in the past, starting in 2016. Why'd you come to Fall Fest this year?
Some of my friends were going, and I thought it would be a fun time.
Fall Fest is a free event held by IUP STATIC every year near the end of October to help students celebrate the change of seasons and to get students in the fall spirit with the change of weather, leaf colors, and holidays. Students come to Fall Fest to find themselves feeling nostalgic from carving pumpkins and decorating pumpkins with their friends. What is your favorite thing about this Fall Fest?
There's a lot of things to do, such as crafts. They had lots of good snacks. They had some activities which you could win tickets for raffles in it.
Many more activities are to be had around Fall Fest, such as pumpkin darts, pumpkin bowling, getting your picture taken, and free food. How does the event affect your studies?
I wouldn't say it has. It's a Sunday afternoon. Didn't really have much schoolwork going on.
With Fall Fest and other events like Fall Fest, students can take it easy and relax every once in a while on campus. This is Eric Ganley, IUP-TV News.
Indiana is a place where university members live side by side with the community. In order to help create a supportive environment, faculty, staff, and community members of the IUP provided a food pantry to help students in need. Our reporter Rodney has a story.
41% of U.S. college students are food insecure, meaning that they do not have enough to eat. 3 years ago, IUP set a plan to address this issue, with Each One Reach One. In this program, IUP student Denise Wade had the idea of a student food pantry.
So the idea for the food pantry came through a research group called Each One Reach One. It's a part of a Frederick Douglass Foundation. We decided to do our research on food insecurity. And what we found was that it's a very common problem amongst a lot of college students.
So do you only hand out food?
No, we also offer socks, deodorant, personal items.
The center is open Monday through Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursday from noon to 3 p.m. It is located in the Residence Hall Suites on Pratt. The food pantry is accessible to all students, no matter their financial status. And what is the process for students to get what they need from the pantry?
So they'll come in and we'll ask them to swipe their iCard, and they just come in, grab a bag, and they can choose whatever they would please.
Is it an unlimited amount of what they want?
Pretty much, yeah. There's not really, the socks, I think it's limited to like 2 per person, but other than that, yeah, they can take what they need to.
The Indiana community is asked to donate non-perishable food items, school supplies, personal care items, and clothing.
Anyone can donate. We usually get a lot of donations from alumni. We also get donations from students. We accept food donations, and of course, and we also get some money donations from a lot of alumni and professors and faculty on campus. They all donate to us.
For more information on how to help or to volunteer, contact Malika Turner at 724-357-2220. This has been Rodney Mateo from IUP News.
In a week of events, there's bound to be something for everybody. Theater by the Grove, an IUP theater group, shows their performance. With the title of The Awakening of Spring, Samantha McGill has the story.
As the leaves begin to change and temperatures begin to drop, IUP is brought into the fall season. However, the students of IUP's Department of Theater and Dance are headed towards spring. The Awakening of Spring is the current production of Theater by the Grove, Actor Chris Singer, who plays Melchior, tells us what we can expect from the show.
You can expect a really compelling story about a lot of relevant topics to young adults. There's a lot of beautiful visuals, there's emotion, there's lightheartedness, and it's a lot of fun.
The play follows the struggles of teenagers in Germany during the 1920s and was actually adapted from the original script, in German, by faculty in the department. Rob Greta, the director, and Carrie J. Cole, the head of production, explain why doing the adaptation was so important to the story.
Because it is so much dealing with ideas that our students are experiencing right now, 125 years after it was originally written.
Yeah, and the biggest discovery was when I chose it for acting class, and just the sort of connection to the piece, but also the excitement that the students had in doing the scenes.
The actors of the show were also being trained in replicating an authentic German accent. Actor Jacob Wilt, who plays Moritz, tells us what it was like to learn and perform with this accent.
Oh, right. Yes. So it's very challenging. So whenever we started out with the process, we got a bunch of audiobooks to listen to. Audiobooks with German accents, really listening and keying into the differences between a German accent versus the American accent. And then we went into our script, and I don't know what other actors did, but personally for me, I circled every little piece of every bits of words that would be different for the German accent, and then just constantly repeating that over and over with myself along with my scene partners as well.
Only a few weeks after closing their previous production, The Awakening of Spring will run from October 25th to the 27th and October 30th to November 2nd. Make sure to make a trip over to Waller Hall to see this production. This has been Samantha McGill, IUP-TV News.
Static is hosting community events. The first one is on October 30th on Halloween with Let's Make a Deal. This event is held in the Hubba High Room and is free. To attend, you must wear a costume if you want to participate. Everyone participating will be able to win a cash prize or items from the $1,000 cash pool. Another event is a trip to Kennywood's Phantom Fright Night, Friday, October 25th. Buses depart at 5 p.m. sharp. For a night full of frights and fun, tickets are available at the KCAC box office.
Kip Gallery in Sprawls Hall is displaying a new exhibit of artists Gillian Dixon and Elaine Quave. The art installation examines connections between the human body and wild nature. The work is on display from October 8th till November 1st.
IUP will host Dan Greenstein, a chancellor of Pennsylvania's state system of higher education, on Friday, October 25th. The open forum will be hosted in the Great Room in Elkin Hall from 3 to 4 p.m. Students will be able to ask questions about the educational system redesigns. The event will be open to public and does not require an RSVP.
Next week, we'll feature a few stories about IUP's Office of International Education Week, as well as Halloween-related stories. Well, that's all we have for this week's broadcast. Be sure to check in with us next week for all news stories. Reporting for IUP-TV, my name is Sean Meller.
And my name is Tyler Como. We'll see you next week, Indiana.